Tiger Woods responding to a wrongful death lawsuit filed against him this week. The parents of a bartender at Woods' restaurant in Florida are suing Tiger and his restaurant for the drunk driving death of their son.
Well, it's just one of the hot criminal cases people are talking about this week. Join us now is criminal defense attorney, best mom in the courtroom, Alison Triessl, our friend. So much going on. What's going on with this Tiger Woods case?
So this is a really interesting case because this guy, Nick, was hired by Tiger's girlfriend, Erica Herman, to work in his restaurant, The Woods, as a bartender. He gets off his shift at 3 on December 10th. He stays at the bar and drinks for a couple hours. He gets into his car. He gets into a fatal crash. It is determined that he is a .256, which is 3 times the legal limit. And then what happens? Well, his family says, you knew he actually was suffering from the disease of alcoholism. You should have stopped him from drinking, and you didn't, therefore you're liable. It's an incredible story.
What about the girlfriend?
Same. So they're suing both the restaurant bar, the girlfriend, and Tiger. Here's the incredible thing about Florida law. So if a person is what they call a habitual drunkard, okay, someone who has such temptation and passion for inebriating substances, and you knew about it, then, and you didn't stop it, you actually could be liable. So in this case, they knew he had they claimed, okay, the plaintiff claims that they knew he had a problem with alcohol, that he had been attending AA meetings. A month before this, he had gotten into he had been arrested for a DUI, or had gotten into a crash from a DUI, and a couple nights before, Tiger and his girlfriend were drinking with him, and it was kind of the culture of the bar to drink and get drunk.
But what if it wasn't Tiger Woods? Clearly, we know he has a lot of money. Does any of that factor into all of this?
Well, of course, there's incentive for Tiger. He has the money to settle it. But the concern is, what does this say for all other restaurant bar owners if you're settling a case like this and you're saying, and anybody then that gets drunk at his bar, is he then liable? So I think that he's got to fight it. I think that he really does, because was this voluntary intoxication? The guy went there. He's an adult. He knew full well that what he was doing. So would Tiger be responsible? We have to think about that.
Well, you know that everyone's still talking about this NXIVM
trial. And then this week. This week.
It's even crazier.
It's even crazier. So just for a recap, Kenneth Rainier, who's 58 years old, he's on trial. It was supposed to be a self-help group that he organized. In actuality, it was a sex cult. He is looking at life in prison. He is on trial. His 5 other co-defendants have pled guilty, and they are cooperating witnesses against him. This week's testimony, explosive.
They showed the branding
They showed the branding. And
in the courtroom.
And they had someone who's a former sex slave talk about how she was blackmailed with naked photos of herself, how she was forced into sex, the branding. And then they had one of the former male members who said at some point, he said to Keith Rainier, you might be a psychopath. And Keith Rainier relished in that.
He liked
it. He liked it.
What about Allison Mack? She is yet to take the stand?
She's yet to take the stand. We do believe, remember, all these women are facing prison time themselves, and it really hinges on their cooperation in the case. So you can be sure, as his right-hand person, pretty much, she's going to expose all dirty secrets, no question.
Is she actually going to testify against him, though?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And not protect him, like some sort of like brainwashing?
Look, she's got to save herself. She's got to save herself. Why wouldn't she? Now, unlike her testimony, the people that testified right now, they're real powerful witnesses for this jury, because when you have DNA evidence, you use your brain, the jury listens. When you have a victim who's talking about branding and being locked in rooms and chained and a sex
goosebumps.
Horrible. That jury's got to hear that and be emotional. Real
Alison
emotional.
Triessl, everybody.
She's done it
Our
again.
famous mom in court.
Indeed.
Are you off to court right now?
Of course I am.
Off to court right now.
You've done it again, by the way.
If you are into true crime, make sure you check out Alison's fascinating website, Wild About Trial. We're going to look it up in the commercial break.
Please do.
If you love that video, you're going to love everything on the Access YouTube channel. So hit the subscribe button. You can thank me later. Hit it. Now. Thanks.